كرر أيها الإنسان لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله قد أتانا في الأخبار عن المصطفى المختار أن أفضل الأذكار لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله هي شفاء الصدور هي نور على نور ذكر ربك الغفور لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله بها يثبت الإيمان بها يحصل الأمان كرر أيها الإنسان لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله قد أتانا في الأخبار عن المصطفى المختار أن أفضل الأذكار لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله قد أتانا في الأخبار
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let's begin with the dua together. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana. Allahumma 'allimna ma yanfa'una wa zidna 'ilma ya muqallibal qulub. Thabbit qulubana 'ala dinik. Ameen. Alhamdulillah, it's good to be back, alhamdulillah. And I would like to wish all of you a Eid Mubarak for the Eid that passed, and a Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak. May Allah accept all your fasting and all your du'as and your qira'ah and all your good actions, inshallah ta'ala. And I pray that you and your family are well, bi'idhnillah, that you are all safe and healthy, inshallah ta'ala. Alhamdulillah. Let me just plug in my charger. Okay, so Bismillah. Whenever we have a week off, it feels like a very, very long time. So generally I don't actually like to give the students off too much, because the gap in between is really a long time. So you tend to forget what you learnt in the previous lessons. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you all awake? Bismillah. Allahu Akbar. Okay, so we're going to start with Nahu again, and I'll just summarize what we've done so far, just to get our minds back into our studies, inshallah. So the first thing we did was Jend in the first few months, and there we looked at one word. We looked at 4 qualities: the gender of the word, the encasing, the hal, the number, and the definiteness. After that, we moved on to sentences. So hopefully remember, a sentence in Arabic is a jumla, a jumla. And in Arabic we said that there are 2 types of sentences, and they are al-jumlatul fi'liya and al-jumlatul ismiya. Al-jumlatul fi'liya and al-jumlatul ismiya. So if you can just remind myself and remind yourselves, for a jumlatul fi'liya, what are the parts of a jumlatul fi'liya? And for a jumlatul ismiya, what are the parts for a jumlatul ismiya? What are the parts for those ones? So hopefully you'll remember that a jumlatul fi'liya is whenever I have a fi'l. So I must have a fi'l, number 1. I must have a verb. And then what else must I have? A jumlatul fi'liya, I must also have what? I must also have a fa'il, a doer. So whenever I have a verb, I must have a doer as well. And then oftentimes I'll also have a done upon, who the verb was done to. So I must have a maf'ulun bihi. So if you can just remind yourself, fi'l, fa'il, maf'ulun bihi. With the Jumlatul Fi'liya, I must have a fi'l, verb, fa'il, doer, subject, maf'ulun bihi, done upon, object. What hal is the fa'il always in, and what hal is the maf'ulun bihi always in? Wants to remind me? What hal is the fa'il and what hal is the maf'ulun bihi always in? So the fa'il will always be in raf'un. The fa'il will always be in raf'un. The maf'ulun bihi will always be in nasbun. And by now you know what raf' and nasbun means. Second question is, where will I find the fa'il? Where do I look for the fa'il? I look for the fa'il where? I look for the fa'il at the end, or on the left, or inside. At the end of the verb, or to the left of the verb, or it will be implied inside, ila, end, left, in. So that's Jumlatul Fi'liya, and we'll come back to it in this lesson again, inshallah. Then Jumlatul Ismiya, which is like a bit more the tricky one. What are the two parts of Jumlatul Ismiya? What are the two parts of Jumlatul Ismiya? They are what? They are a mubtada and they are a khabar. They are a mubtada and a khabar. A mubtada is the focus of the sentence. It's the thing you start with, and the khabar is the news or the information about the focus of the sentence. The mubtada will be indefinite. It will be raf'un, like al-waladu, and I'll give you information, tawilun. Okay. Easy stuff. So there's an example of Jumlatul Fi'liya. Nasara al-rajulu al-walada. Nasara is the verb. Nasara is the verb. Al-rajulu is the fa'il, is the doer. And the vacancy is on the left of the verb. And al-walada is the maf'ulun bihi. The man helped the boy. Then Jumlatul Ismiya, for example, ar-rajulu tawilun. We have a mubtada and we have a khabar. Ar-rajulu is the focus of the sentence. The man, tawilun, is tall. So the man is tall. Okay, so that is like the second section that we've covered. First section is what? Gend. So in your mind, I should actually do some mind maps for you. But in your mind, just try to say that gend is one section. Gend is all about the one word. About the one word, gender, in case, in number, definiteness. Then second section is jumla, is sentences. And now we're on to the third section. The third section, I didn't give you the name, it's called murakkab. All say it together? Murakkab. Murakkab actually just means something which is compounded. In other words, when you put two things together. Murakkab means when you put two things together. But we're gonna call murakkab, rather we're gonna call it a fragment. A fragment or a phrase. It's a fragment, it's a piece of a sentence, or it's a phrase in a sentence. It's not a full sentence. So you with me? This section we're doing now are murakkabs. It is the fragments or the pieces of a sentence, or the phrases of a sentence. But let's just use fragments, so we all use one word. So murakkab, we're doing this. It actually literally means compounds, but we're doing fragments of a sentence, pieces of a sentence. So for this year, it's not actually a lot. It's actually, we only want to learn 4 murakkabs. We only want to learn 4 murakkabs, and you've already learned one. You've learned a murakkab called mawsoof and sifa. Mawsoof and sifa. Hopefully that sounds familiar. Mawsoof and sifa. Then you will learn 4 other murakkabs in the next few weeks, inshallah, and that will be a whole Nahu syllabus for the first year. So your first year Nahu is Gend, 2 jumlas and 4 murakkabs, and that's basically your core Nahu in your first year. Okay, so it's a very manageable amount, and the niyyah is, inshallah, that we should spread this word so that as Muslims generally learn to like recite, you recite your surah, alif, ba, ta, aba, taba, and so on. We should also have this as part of our core syllabus. Just what? Gend, 2 jumlas and 4 murakkabs. At least then we can start getting some basic, just a appreciation for the language, and you'll see today how it all ties together, inshallah. Okay, so to just remind ourselves where we are, we're on the first murakkab. We're on this first fragment called mawsoof and sifa. Mawsoof and sifa. So let's just revise quickly, leave the others for now. For example, if we have the sentence ar-rajulu at-tawilu. Ar-rajulu at-tawilu. So first of all, this can't be a jumla. This can't be jumlatul ismiya. Why? Because at-tawilu there is definite and ar-rajulu is definite. If it's jumlatul ismiya, it would have been ar-rajulu tawilun. The man is tall. This is ar-rajulu at-tawilu. So this is the tall man. The tall man. So we have two parts there. Again, murakkab means two pieces brought together, a compound, two words brought together. So we have two words brought together. We have ar-rajulu and we have at-tawilu. Ar-rajulu is the mawsoof. And mawsoof means what? Mawsoof means the thing or person or entity being described. Ar-rajulu. And at-tawilu is the sifa, which is the description or the adjective, the describing word. So this murakkab is called mawsoof sifa. Say it together. Mawsoof sifa. This murakkab is called what? Mawsoof sifa. What's mawsoof? Thing being described. What's sifa? Description. Okay. So this is the murakkab that we are busy with. And what do we say? What do we say about this murakkab? That's what's the rules around this? Can someone leave it in the chat there? What are the rules around this murakkab? How do I recognize it? How do I know when I have a mawsoof and a sifa? Anybody? Bismillah. There should be certain characteristics, like for example, if you're looking for a mubtada khabar, you'll see the first word is definite, the second word is indefinite. So good. Brother Tawfiq said they must agree in gent. So basically the second word must follow the first word in gent. The second word must follow the first word in gent. But before that, before the gent thing, it must be two words where the second word is describing the first word. So before we come to the gent thing, the function of the second word must be to describe the first word, and then they must agree in gent. Okay. So Sister Rifqa, they won't always be in raf'un. If the first word is raf'un ar-rajulu, the second word will be at-tawilu. If the first word is nasbun ar-rajulah, the second word will be at-tawilah. And if the first word is jar ar-rajuli, the second word will be at-tawili. Okay. So they must match in gender. So if it's ar-rajulu, it must be at-tawilu. If it's al-bintu, it will be at-tawila tu. Ta marbuta. And then, yes, you can have two sifas for one mawsoof. And so to answer some questions, mashallah. So basically you can have two sifas for one mawsoof. You can say ar-rajulu kabirun, ar-rajulu at-tawilu al-kabiru, the big tall man. So you can say that. And you can have words in between. You can put something in between in between there, and we'll come to some examples inshallah of that. So you can have a word between the sifa and the mawsoof, but we'll come to some examples inshallah of that. The encasing must be the same. The number must be the same. So the encasing ar-rajulu at-tawilu, ar-rajulah at-tawila, ar-rajuli at-tawili. And the number ar-rajulu at-tawilu, ar-rajulani at-tawilani, and so on. And the definiteness ar-rajulu at-tawilu or rajulun tawilun. Okay. So we'll come. So now let's go to our homework. So you have plenty of time to do your homework. So hopefully you did your homework. Okay. Let's go to your homework. And that was, let me just open it from here. 4 point something in your homework. Okay, I think we are back. Even my laptop, when I said homework, my laptop also went off. So hopefully yours didn't. So Bismillah. I think we're all back on the same chat. Are we all back here? Looks like it. Okay. I was opening up this year. Okay, are you guys all okay? Okay, Bismillah. So, in this homework, let me just get the exercise here. It was exercise number. Oh, this is not going to work here. This is exercise number 4.3. Exercise 4.3. Let me just open this in Windows rather. Was it 4.2? Oh yes, 4.2. Okay, let's just leave 4.2 for now. We're going to come back to 4.2. Let's go to 4.3. Okay. 4.3. So if you did 4.3, you'd have found those are all from the Quran, and you'd have found some kind of like some strange things, but some things that you might have some questions about. So we'll cover that now. Yes, I remember we must do 4.2.3 as well, but we'll come back to that now again, inshallah. Okay, let's just go to 4.4 point. Okay, so actually let's just do 4.4.2. Let's just do 4.2. So we finish that one as well. So we basically we marked the first section Let's just do this last section number from number 13 onwards. Okay, let's do this last section number 13 onwards. Shajaratun tayyibatun. Shajaratun tayyibatun. Okay. So shajara means a tree, and tayyiba means good. So you with me? Shajara means a tree, and tayyiba means good. So if it's shajaratun tayyibatun, that's going to be a good tree. If it's ash-shajarati, what's it going to be there, the sifa? So we have two things. We have the mawsuf, the word being described, and we have the sifa, the describing word. We're going to have this thing is not 1 second. Okay. Let me just copy this down quickly. Okay. Then we're going to have, actually just leave it there. If we have shajarat, if we have ash-shajarati, we're going to have at-tayyibati. Ash-shajarati, at-tayyibati. If we have shajaratani, so ash-shajarati, at-tayyibati means what? Means the good tree. Then if we have shajaratani, what are we going to have? Shajaratani, we take the ta marbuta and we make an open ta. Open ta, shajaratani, tayyiba, tani. That means what? It means two good trees. Okay. Next one. Ash-shajaratani, which means the two trees, is going to become what? At-tayyiba, again ta marbuta, take the ta marbuta away and I make an open ta. Ash-shajaratani, at-tayyiba, tani, which means what? The two good trees. Okay. Now, this is a, if I had to ask you for number 17, what must it be? If I had to ask you for number 17, what must it be? Ashjar means trees. It's a broken plural. What's the answer going to be? Ashjar means trees. Now, this is going to be like a strange rule. But are you listening? Are you with me? This is like one of the moments you must listen, because then when I say this, you're going to be like, what? And then I'm going to be like, that's how it is. Okay. So, okay, so here's the rule. Can we give you the answer first? The answer first. The answer here is that ashjarun, you must say tayyibatun. And the answer here is al-ashjaru, you must say at-tayyibatu. At-tayyibatu. So those two are the answers. Let me put the answers here in English as well. Not the good trees, just good trees. Good trees. The good trees. You know, people believe in this NLP, like neuro linguistic programming. So I'm just thinking now that we have a school called Good Tree, but we made this exercise a long time before the school. This exercise was made like a couple of years ago. So maybe I just program myself to call the school Good Tree. Anyway, Bismillah, here's the rule. Are you with me? Here's the rule now. So generally what happens is that the second word will match the first word in Jend. The second word will match the first word in Jend, but there's one exception. There's one exception. Okay. So the exception is, You with me? Listen carefully. The exception is that if the thing you are describing is a plural of a non-human thing, it's if the thing you are describing is a plural of a non-human thing, then you use the single feminine to describe it. That's it. Let me say it again. If the thing that you are describing is a plural of a non-human thing, for example, ashjar. Ashjar means trees. It's not a single, it's a plural, means trees, and trees are not humans. So trees, if I describe something which is non-human plural, I use a single feminine. Okay. You're like, what? I don't know, that's the rule. Okay, so that's the rule. If you're describing something which is the plural of a non-human thing, use a single feminine. And I'm going to see that in the next example, inshallah. So let's go through that. If you were confused, it's okay, it'll be clear now. Next example here. So we are now on 4.3. We have the word siratun, which means a path, and then we have the word mustaqimun, describing the path. Siratun mustaqimun, a straight path. Then we have fawakih. Fawakihu is a plural. Fawakihu means fruits. Fawakihu means fruits. Can you see the description here? The description here, kathiratun. This description here, kathiratun, is actually a single feminine. Single male is kathirun, and single female is kathiratun. So even though I'm describing a plural thing here, I use a single feminine to describe it. So in other words, this is the one that breaks the rule. Let's carry on, inshallah. Al-Qur'ani al-Majidi, the glorious Quran. Next one. Rahmatin wasi'atin. What's the answer there? You can give me answers, number 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me the answers, inshallah. Rahma, let's say mercy. Wasi'ah. Wasi'ah means like vast or wide, expansive. So let's just call this vast. Vast mercy. Okay. Number 2. Number 5. Again, we're just translating all of these, and we're seeing that these are all from the Quran. And you can see there's a mawsoof and there's a sifa. So the word ilah. Ilah is what is being described. Ilah means a god. Ilah means a god. And then, so Sister Nariman, the word owner, I'm not sure where you were using owner. So rahmatin wasi'atin is just vast mercy. Number 5, ilahun means a god. Wahidun means one. So wahidun is describing ilah. So ilahun wahidun means one god. Next one. So some of these might have been difficult for you. That's what I want to say, some of these are difficult for you. So we go to the word manafi'u. Let's go to our vocab sheet. Hopefully it's there. Where is it there? Is it there? Yes. Can you see in a vocab sheet? Manfa'atun means a benefit. Manfa'atun is the single, it means a benefit. Manafi'u is the plural, it means benefits. Benefits. So we have the plural here, manafi'u, benefits. And we have the word kathira describing it. But because benefits are plural of a non-human thing, I use the single feminine. You with me? I don't say manafi'u kathiratu, kathiratun. I don't use a plural to describe the plural. I use the single feminine. Okay, so these are going to be many benefits. Rajulun mu'minun. Rajulun means a man. Mu'minun means a believer or believing. So again, Rajulun is the mawsuf and mu'minun is the sifa. Therefore, I have a believing man. Keep the answers coming, inshallah. I don't see too many answers coming. Next one. Amadim mumaddada. Amadin. Let's go back to our vocab sheet. What does amad mean? Let's go back to our vocab sheet here. We can see the word imad, number 11 on the vocab sheet. The word imad, number 11. Imad means a pillar. And amadun means pillars. Pillars. So amad is the plural. And mumaddadun means something which is stretched out. Something which is tall or elongated. That's going to be mumaddad. So this is going to be amadin mumaddadatin. And again we can say amad is the plural of a non-human thing. It means pillars. Therefore I use the single feminine to describe it. So it's going to be elongated pillars. Or tall or stretched pillars. Next one. Number 9. Wa'dan. A wa'd means what? A wa'd is a promise. Hasana means a good promise or beautiful promise. So wa'd is what is being described. It is nasbun indefinite. Hasanan nasbun indefinite. A good or beautiful promise. Okay. Next one. Qur'anan. Qur'an means Qur'an. Arabiyan means Arabic. Again, the second word is describing the first word. They match in gend, and therefore I say an Arabic Quran. Next one. Wal yawmil maw'ud. Wal yawmil maw'ud. Which surah is this again now? I'm trying to remember. Someone can remind me, inshallah. What surah is number 85? Surah number 85. Naam. Okay, so that wah there, wasamai dhatil buruj wal yawmil maw'ud, that wah is actually means by. By, it's a promise. Doesn't mean and, it means by. So wah means by. Like wallahi. By. Wal yawmi by. Al-yawm means the day, and al-maw'ud means the promised, by the promised day. That wah means by. Okay, so again here we have jar and single, all those things are all matching. Next one, lawh. A lawh is a tablet. Not a tablet like Apple and Android, a tablet, old school tablet, like a big rock in the literal sense. But this lawh refers to a metaphysical tablet or different type of tablet. Mahfuz. Mahfuz means protected or preserved. Lawh means a tablet, a preserved tablet. Number 13. Again number 13. Can I see number 13 is suhuf. Suhufan mutahhara. Suhuf. Let's go up to our vocab sheet. What does the vocab sheet say? Our vocab sheet says that sahifa means one page. Sahifa is a page or a scroll, where suhuf are many pages or scrolls. So suhuf means many pages. Many pages. Again, because I'm describing a non-human thing, suhufan, I use a single feminine. I use a single feminine. So it's going to be purified pages of fun or scrolls. Again, kutubun qayyima. Let's go back to our vocab sheet. We have the word kitab here. Kitab means a book. The plural of kitab is kutub, which means books, and qayyima means valuable. So again, because I'm describing a non-human thing, kutub, books, I will use the single feminine. I will say valuable books. Okay, so let me pause for 1 second. How do I say tall houses? A tall house, al-baytu at-tawilu. How do I say tall houses? You can put in the chat, inshallah. How do I say tall houses? And house in Arabic is going to be buyut. So buyutun. Buyutun. How do I say tall houses? If I had buyutun, how would I describe it? Buyutun means houses. I'm waiting for the first answer. Buyutun, I would say tawilatun. Why do I say tawilatun? Because buyutun is the plural of a non-human thing. Therefore, I'll use a single feminine to describe it and refer to it. I'll also add, in Arabic, generally when you have the plural of a non-human thing, you also refer to it as a single feminine. You refer to it as hadihi or as ha or as fa'alat. You refer to it as a single feminine in general in the language. Why? That's how the language is. I don't know the reasons why. So variable, let's go back here, variable pages. Next one. غُلَامًا زَكِيًّا. غُلَام means a boy, and زَكِيًّا means pure. So a pure boy. Next one. النفس المطمئنة. Okay, what's happening with nafs? Is mutma'inna masculine or feminine? It's definitely feminine because we have a ta marbuta. How about nafs? Is nafs masculine or feminine? Nafs is definitely masculine or feminine? Okay, Sister Taira is saying yes. So Sister Taira, if you are using the single feminine, you must still match the rest. You know, you must still match the definiteness, and you must still match the hal, the encasing. Okay, back to the question again. And nafs is one of those words that are deemed feminine. Remember? That was, you get the one of the feminine sign, ta marbuta, the ya with no dots, and the alif and the hamza. You get feminine names are also feminine. You have dual body parts that are feminine. And then you have those who are deemed feminine. For example, nafs and dar and shams and many others. Okay, so let's go and say this is a or the contented soul. Last few. Jannah means a garden, Alia means high. So a high garden. Or lofty or elevated, any of those words. Ain, again, Ain is one of those words. Ain is actually a dual body part. Ain means your eye. But Ain also means a spring. And it's also a feminine word. And therefore this means a flowing or running spring. Next one, Hisaban Yasira means an easy, what did I say? Easy or light? I can't remember. It's an easy reckoning. And last one, Adhabin Alimin, a painful punishment. Okay. Are there any questions? Number 14 is books. Oh, shukran. Number 14 is books. Any other questions on this? So these are all straightforward examples. I want you to basically practice and just start recognizing that the sifa and mawsuf is that the second word will describe the first word, and the second word will match the first word in gen, except for our exception. Except where there is the plural of a non-human thing, then we'll use the single feminine. If that exception confuses you, don't worry about it. It will come with time, inshallah. Let's go back to the presentation. Okay. Now, you don't get in your groups and do this, but you can do it on your own, inshallah. On the screen, this is like the exciting part now, is because now we start mixing up the murakkabs with the jumlas and we put them together. On the screen, we have two sentences, long sentences. We have the first sentence, Ar-rajulu at-tawilu muslimun. The second sentence, Nasara ar-rajulu as-salihu al-walada as-saghira. I would like you to, number one, translate the sentence and then put the sentence translation in the YouTube chat, inshallah. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to start, you can just do it verbally for now, it's fine. You can just verbally put the label on each word. For example, ar-rajulu, what's the label? Is mubtada, khabar, fa'il, maf'ulun bihi, sifa or mawsuf? Is tawil, which of those red words, what is the label? So I'm going to give you just like a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. What you must do is put the translation in the chat, and then you must put the labels, those red words. Each one of these must have one or more labels on them. Okay. So I'm going to give you just 2 or 3 minutes to do that, inshallah. I see some answers, alhamdulillah. What you're going to find now is that your Arabic ability, inshallah, in the next few weeks will increase quite quickly, because we start combining different parts of sentences and fragments, and it gives you quite a lot of Arabic ability in the next few weeks, inshallah. Okay, so the first one is Ar-Rajulu At-Tawilu Muslimun. So there's three words there. Ar-Rajulu At-Tawilu Muslimun. We know what the individual words mean. We know Ar-Rajulu means the man, At-Tawilu means the tall, and Muslimun means Muslim. So the question is, what is the role of each word, and how does it translate into a sentence? So the answer for the first one, so let's go to the first one first, is Ar-Rajulu At-Tawilu Muslimun. We can see that the first two words there, they look like a sifa mawsuf. In other words, the second word is describing the first word, and the second word matches the first word in gend. Therefore, it looks like a sifa mawsuf, and therefore, okay, my labels are a bit not so clear, but anyway, so that is a sifa mawsuf. So the first two words means the tall man. The first two words mean the tall man, which means that at-tawilu is the sifa, and ar-rajulu is the mawsuf. What about the word muslimun? What's the word muslimun doing? At the same time, while ar-rajulu is the mawsuf, it is also the mubtada. It's the start of the sentence, it's the focus of the sentence, it's definite, it's raf'un. And the word muslimun is the khabar. So for example, if I had to take the word at-tawilu away, I will be left with ar-rajulu muslimun. If I just take it away mentally quickly, if I had only had ar-rajulu muslimun, I would have had the man is Muslim. So it would have been a normal mubtada khabar. And then when I add tawilu, it just means the tall man is Muslim. So tawil here is the sifa, and at the same time ar-rajulu is the mawsuf. So you should have four labels there. Four labels there. The labels on top determine the hal of the word. For example, ar-rajulu is mubtada, and the mubtada is always in raf'un. It is the focus of the sentence. At-tawilu is the sifa, and the sifa is always a follower of the mawsuf, of the word before it. So because the word before it is raf'un, the sifa will also be raf'un. And muslimun is the khabar, and the khabar will always be in raf'un. The word, the mawsuf doesn't determine the hal. The sifa, okay, don't worry about it too much. That's the answer. The tall man is Muslim. The tall man is Muslim. Okay, next one. Nasara ar-rajulu as-salihu al-walada as-saghira. Nasara ar-rajulu as-salihu al-walada as-saghira. Nasara means helped. Because nasara is a verb, I have a jumlatul fi'liya. A jumlatul fi'liya. When I have jumlatul fi'liya, I must find who did help, who helped. I look at the end, I see nothing there. I look to the left, I see the word ar-rajulu. So the man helped. Nasara ar-rajulu, the man helped. But I also have the word as-salihu, which is actually describing this man. So it's a sifa mawsuf here. So this here is going to be that's the fa'il, the man helped, and the salih is going to be describing the man. Who did the man help? Nasaru ar-rajulu as-salihu. Who did he help? Al-walada. He helped the maf'ulun bihi. He helped the boy. Nasara ar-rajulu as-salihu al-walada. The pious man helped who? The boy. And what type of boy did he help? As-saghira, the small boy. So the two underlined bits here, ar-rajulu as-salihu is a sifa mawsuf, and al-walada as-saghira is a sifa and a mawsuf. You with me? I know there's lots of labels on the screen. You're like, what's going on here? But inshallah, you know what's going on. Those are the labels you've learned so far. So let me just go through quickly. Nasra means helped. Rajulu is the fa'il, is the doer of the word, so it's always been rafun. Salih is describing Rajul, so it's a follower, it's a sifa. It will match the thing it's describing, so it also has to be rafun. Al-walada is maf'ulun bihi, therefore it's always nasbun. And as-saghira is the sifa for that al-walada, and therefore it has to be a follower, so therefore it's also nasbun. Okay. If you do enough nahu, it will start feeling like algebra. It will start feeling algebra. You start labeling things and putting symbols on things, and it actually that's how Arabic is. They say Arabic is it almost seems like an artificial language, in the sense that it's so mathematical. It's so like it has rule based and it's logical, and it's almost like an artificial language. Okay. So the answer is the pious man helped the small boy. So it's like an exciting moment for you, because now you're doing a sentence with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words in it. So you're doing a sentence now with 5 words in the sentence. Your homework is to do the same thing now. Here we have longer sentences now in 4.4. We have longer sentences. So your homework, and it'll take a bit of practice, but your homework is to translate each one of these, but also add the symbols above each word. Where is the fa'il? Where is the maf'ulun bihi? Where is the mubtada? Where is the khabar? Where is the sifa? Where is the mawsuf? Is to take these few examples here and to add the symbols above them. Okay, so that's your homework. Yes, it's like formulas, definitely like formulas. So if you like maths, which is probably very few of you, you will like Nahu also, because it's very formulaic and very logical and rule based. So your homework, but you'll also enjoy this now, because now you're doing actual sentences, you're doing longer sentences. So 4.4 is your homework for Nahu for next week, inshallah. Nasara ar-rajulu al-binta, Nasara ar-rajulu al-tawilu al-binta sahira. And I've made it in a way that I've built out the sentence. I put the basic version first, and then the extended version. Basic version, extended version, and so on. And then that's your homework, inshallah. Good. Let me just save some of these things for you. This is 38 and 39. Okay. Next, you can open your sarf notes, inshallah. Okay, actually, I'll just save this a bit later, inshallah. Let's open now our sarf notes. So we go to, so the shared folder should be working again on the drive. Okay, so we have our sarf textbook. Let me just open this textbook too. Here we go. Actually, let's just do a quick revision. Sorry for all the scrolling. Let's do a quick revision on these ones here. Page number 3 here, fa'ala. So bismillah, quick revision on some of the scales here. So fa'ala, bismillah. Fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alna, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'alti, فعلتم فعلتن فعلت فعلنا. Again, فعل فعلوا فعلت فعلنا فعلت فعلتم فعلت فعلتن فعلت فعلنا. نصر نصر نصروا نصرت نصرنا نصرت نصرتم نصرت نصرتن نصرت نصرنا. ضرب ضرب ضربوا ضربت ضربنا ضربت ضربتم ضربت ضربتن ضربت ضربنا. So يفعل together. يفعل يفعلون تفعل يفعلن تفعل تفعلون تفعلين تفعلن أفعل نفعل. Open it as well so you can also see it if you need to. Let's do يفتح. بسم الله. يفتح يفتحون تفتح يفتحن تفتح تفتحون تفتحين تفتحن أفتح نفتح. يضرب يضرب يضربون تضرب يضربن تضرب تضربون تضربين تضربن أضرب نضرب. Let's do ينصر ينصر ينصرون تنصر ينصرن تنصر تنصرون تنصرين تنصرن أنصر ننصر. Okay, let's go to the majhul verb now. Let's do nusira first. Page number 10. Nusira nusira nusiru nusirat nusirna nusirta nusirtum nusirti nusirtunna nusirtu nusirna. Let's do futiha futiha futihu فتحت فتحنا فتحت فتحتم فتحت فتحتن فتحت فتحنا. ضرب ضرب ضربوا ضربت ضربنا ضربت ضربتم ضربت ضربتن ضربت ضربنا. سمع سمع سمعوا سمعت سمعنا سمعت سمعتم سمعت سمعتن سمعت سمعنا. And now we go where the problem start is the mudari al-majhul, the present tense. ينصر ينصر, he is being helped. Bismillah. ينصر ينصر ينصرون تنصر ينصرن تنصر تنصرون تنصرين تنصرن أنصر ننصر. Let's do the يفتح. He or it is being opened. يفتح يفتحون تفتح يفتحن تفتح تفتحون تفتحين تفتحن أفتح نفتح. يضرب, he or it is being hit. يضرب يضربون تضرب يضرب يضربن تضرب تضربون تضربين تضربن أضرب نضرب. يسمع, he or it is being heard. يسمع يسمعون تسمع يسمعن تسمع تسمعون تسمعين تسمعن أسمع نسمع. Okay, and then in the last lesson we reached the Amr scale. This is the latest scale, the Amr scale, which was for fa'ala yaf'alu. It was if'al. If'al means you, one male, do. If'al. Let's do the scale. If'al, if'alu, you many males do. If'ali, you one female do. If'alna, you many females do. Let's do the scale. If'al, if'alu, if'ali, if'alna. Again, if'al, if'alu, if'ali, if'alna. Okay, we'll leave the hamzas for now. And then we had fataha yaftahu. And then we remember if the middle letter is a I begin with the I. So iftah, iftah, if it's a I don't say aftah or uftah, I say iftah. If it's a I also begin with the I. For example, here, idrib, I begin with an I. But if the middle letter here is an U, like unsaru, yunsaru, then I begin with an U. That was the rule, okay? So now, iftah, bismillah. Iftah, iftahu, iftahi, iftahna. Idrib, idrib, idribu, idribi, idribna. Unsur, unsur, unsuru, unsuri, unsurna. Last three. Isma', isma'u, isma'i, isma'na. Ihsib, ihsib, ihsibu, ihsibi, ihsibna. Ukrum, ukrum, ukrumu, ukrumi, ukrumna. So we just remind us of the rule. If the alif at the beginning will take a kasra, if the middle root letter of the present tense or the amr tense is going to have a kasra or a fatha. So if you see a fatha here in the middle, or you see a kasra in the middle, you begin with I. If you see a dhamma in the middle letter here, you begin with O. You begin with O. Okay. So I'm not going to go to new scale today. What I want you to do today is I want you to open let's do a few minutes now of sarf because okay, let's just leave this for now. On your share drive, maybe Nasringa just sent to you, we have exercise 11, exercise 12 and exercise 13. On your share drive, we have exercise 11, exercise 12 and exercise 13. It's lots of exercises. So let's go to exercise 12 first of all, and we can start there. All we want to do here is we want to basically put in the amr. What is the amr? Just the one amr, not the whole scale, just the one amr. So if I have the verb qatala yaqtulu, if I have qatala yaqtulu, the amr here is going to be uqtul, which means to kill, or kill, it means kill. And I can see yaqtulu has a u there, so I say uqtul. If I have mana'a yamna'u, what's the amr going to be? Can someone give me the amr? Mana'a yamna'u. Mana'a means to prevent. Mana'a means to prevent. Can someone give me the amr? So looking at it, mana'a yamna'u, I see there's a at the beginning. So this will this begin with a I or with a U? Will it begin with a I or with a U? It will begin with an im, I. So it will become, let me see if I can write it here quickly. Oopsie. It will become to become imna. And imna means what? Imna means prevent. Imna means prevent. Next one, fahima. So you can just make a note of the vocab as you're going along. So you don't have to look it up. Fahima means to understand. Like fahm means understanding. Yafhamu, he is understanding. How do I tell someone understand? The amr. It will become what? I look at the middle letter here. I can see the middle letter is an ah. So it will be ifham or ufham. It will become ifham. Ifham. Next one. Dakhala yadkhulu. Dakhala means to enter. Yadkhulu, he is entering. How do I tell someone enter? So look here in the middle letter. Dakhala yadkhulu. The middle letter is an u, so therefore it will begin with an u. So the amr will be begin with an u. So it will be ud. Udkhul. Make this. Okay, so I'm back. The sound should be fine again now. Okay, so let me go from the beginning again. So qatala means to kill. Mana'a means to prevent. Fahima means to understand. Dakhala means to enter. Dakhala means to enter. Dafana means to bury something. Again, if you miss any of these, you can just look them up, inshallah. Haraqa means to burn. Nasaha means to advise. Habasa means to hold. Hafidha means to preserve. Hamala means to carry. Kataba means to write. Fasala means to separate something. Sami'a means to hear. Sakata means to be quiet. Sharika means to share. Sharaha means to explain. Fahusa means to examine. And da'ufa means to be weak. Okay, if you missed any of that, and then you can just look up in dictionary, inshallah ta'ala. We'll play the recording again. And your homework is to write out the amrs for this and write out the translation. Start off exercise number 12. Then let's go to number 13. Is also an important exercise. In 13, you're basically going to take the word on the right hand side, and to make it easier for you, you can just do the first column in number 13. The first column says convert to a command verb and translate. So you're going to use the same form. For example, is tadribuna. You're going to say idribu, which means hit. Not for one male, for a group of people, 3 plus males or mixed group. If it's tansuru, so tansuru is you, one male, are helping. The amr is going to be what? Unsur, you, one male, help. If it's taftahina, it means you, many females, are opening. And the amr is going to be what? Iftahi. If it's tadhabuna, it means you, many males, are going. I want to make an amr now. Idhabu, all of you go. All you males go. Taf'alna, you, many females, are doing. Amr, if'alna. So all you must do for number 12 is you must write the amr based on the form on the right hand column. You can leave the second part of the exercise. Just this first column here, 1, 2, 3 columns. That's your homework, inshallah. And then, I'm not sure if that's too much, but I'll give you some mustahab homework. I think it's good to give mustahab homework sometimes. is sarf exercise number 11 is sunnah mustahab homework. The other two are wajib or fard. So this is number 11 is a mix of different types of verbs, and you will see in them ma and la. You'll see ma and la. Ma and la means not or don't, but it all means not. So all these ma's and la's here all means not. So you like the normal word like la yab'athuna. Yab'athuna means they are sending. So la yab'athuna, they are not sending. Duribna means we were hit. Ma duribna, we were not hit. So the sarf number exercise 11 is important, but I'll make it mustahab for this week. Inshallah, we can make it wajib next week. So you have lots of sarf homework. And sarf is difficult to teach online because it actually requires a lot of practice from you. So the best thing is really just to do your homework and to practice your skills, and then your sarf will become strong, inshallah ta'ala. But the main thing is do your homework. So you have 3 exercises, 11, 12 and 13 on your share drive. And Nasreen has also sent it to you as well on your WhatsApp. So that's going to be your homework for sarf, inshallah ta'ala. Maybe we can have a 5-minute quiz. We can see who can answer the fastest, inshallah. Let's try a quick few minutes and we'll see who can give us the answers the quickest. Okay, so we're on this word here, naj'alu. Ja'ala means to make. What does naj'alu mean? Bismillah. What does naj'alu mean? I have a long delay on my side with regard to when I say it versus when it appears on YouTube. So I might be quiet for a few moments. What does naj'alu mean? You must give me the translation. Ja'ala means to make. Naj'alu, good. Who won that one there? This is Nabila, mashallah. Next one. Ma nusirtu. Okay, I'm going to hide the rest away so you can't see it. Ma nusirtu. Naj'alu means we make or we are making. What does ma nusirtu mean? Ma nusirtu. Ma nusirtu. What does it mean? MashaAllah, we have Brother Qanit. Ma nusirtu. I was not helped. I wasn't helped. Next one. La tarzuqna. Razaqa means to provide or like sustain. What does la tarzuqna mean? Razaqa means to provide. So what does la tarzuqna mean? Ma nusirtu means I was not helped. What does la tarzuqna mean? So again, you must go through your scale. Yarzuqu, yarzuquna, tarzuqu, yarzuqna, tarzuqu, tarzuquna, tarzuqina, tarzuqna. Good. So you have Brother Good. Brother Abbas, Jamie, mashallah, you came first. Tarzuqna means you many females are providing. You many females are providing, and la tarzuqna means you many females are not providing. So there's no I. I think you see a few of you are saying I, and some of you saying we. Remember, you got to the scale. Yarzuqu, he is providing. Yarzuquna, they are providing. Tarzuqu, you female are providing. Tarzuqna, yarzuqna, they many females are providing. Tarzuqu, tarzuquna, tarzuqina, tarzuqna. It's you many females are providing, and with the la it becomes you many females are not providing. Next one. ما نصرتم. The easy way to do this is just say the scale. ما نصرتم. ما نصرتم. So we say the scale. نصر نصروا نصرت 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 نصرتم. So what's ما نصرتم? Nasarta means you, one male are helping. Nasartum, you, many males are helping. Ma nasartum, you, not are helping, did help. Ma nasartum, you, many males did not help. I see I have a few eyes there. Remember, I is nasartu. This is nasartum, which means you, many males did not help. Next one. Duribu. Duribu, I like this exercise. It's good practice. Duribu. I think we're definitely going to move on to a more interactive platform soon, where you can maybe even shout out the answers. It's going to be a lot more immediate, inshallah. Duribu. So I mean, Duribu is majhul, eh? Daraba, he hit. Duriba, he was hit. So some of you are translating it as a ma'loom verb, as a do is known. This is do is not known. So a lot of you are saying, remember, darabu is they hit. This is duribu. This is the Nariman, mashallah. This is duribu. So those of you who, those Nariman, Ihsan, Noor and Tasneem and so on, it's all tashriq. It's not darabu. Daraba, he hit. Darabu, they hit. Duriba, he was hit. Duribu, they, many males, mixed group, were hit. They, many males, mixed group, were hit. I think it was make exercise wajib instead of mustahab, inshallah. Next one. La yahshuru. Hashara means to gather. La yahshuru. La yahshuru. Hashara means to gather. What does la yahshuru mean? La yahshuru means what? Again, we go to the scale. It's a mudari scale. Well, it starts yahshuru. He is not gathering. Next one. Nusirti. Nusirti. Again, this is from Nusira. Nusira, he was helped. This Nusirti. Nusirti. So we go to the scale. Nusira, Nusiru, Nusirat, Nusirna, Nusirta, Nusirtum, Nusirti. This is Nabila, mashallah. You, one female, were not helped. No, not the she, it's you, one female. Next one. لا يفتحون. لا يفتحون. Remember, يفتح means he is opening, and يفتح means he or it is being opened. So what does لا يفتحون mean? So again, we take out the scale. Yuftahu, yuftahuna. Which means what? Okay, good, mashallah. Yuftahuna, they 3 plus males are not being opened. Yuftahuna means they 3 plus males are being opened with a la. They 3 plus males are not being opened. Next one, darabna. From daraba, he hit. Daraba, darabu, darabat, darabna. Easy one. Daraba is he open, so darabna is good. They 3 plus males. Sorry, they 3 plus females open. Sorry, they 3 plus females hit. They 3 plus females hit. Okay. The rest inshallah is for homework. I think actually let's make number 11 wajib. So I can give you lots of sarf inshallah. Number 11, 12 and 13 are for homework inshallah. You can have a nice sarf week of work. But work at it inshallah, the practice is good for you. Practice is good. Okay, and just before we get the nasiha inshallah, so our Quran online program is kind of winding down, and we'll probably finish up this week with the Quran online, and then we will basically launch a new program of that inshallah. So we'll let you know about the new program going forward soon inshallah. I'm just thinking about what will be the best method and timing and so on, because I think the focus, I'm just thinking out loud now, is that the focus of the class is basically to enable you to understand the Quran in Arabic as opposed to delivering tafsir. And there's a subtle difference. So I'm just giving some thought inshallah to that, about how we make it more interactive and make, because generally my philosophy is that, and I think it's kind of universal training philosophy, is that the more the students do, the more active you are, the more you learn. So I'm just thinking about ways to make sure that you are active in the learning process, even when it's remote, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Let's start with some nasiha, inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah. Wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man wala. The hadith today is actually one of my favorite hadith. And I think that there's a whole industry of personal development books and courses and teachers and trainers and so on. There's literally tens of thousands of books on how to improve yourself and your life and your health and your wealth and your mental state and your emotional state and all of those things. And alhamdulillah, those books have much value often, because they are kind of common human principles of development. I do feel, however, that often when I would read those books or listen to a talk on personal development, that many of those teachings you find are actually part of the Sunnah. It's actually part of the words of the Prophet ﷺ to his ummah as a nasiha. So I'm not sure if we have done enough justice to the study of hadith, let's say from a personal development window. So I think there's a lot of potential for us to, as an ummah, look at hadith from a personal development lens and then extract it from there and basically bring something to the world, something of value, something which is prophetic, something which has a divine origin, and share it with the world. Because sometimes you read a personal development aspect and it's only like one aspect, and then that aspect almost like becomes the foreground, whereas hadith is a comprehensive approach to our own development. And just in that light, before we get to hadith, is that sometimes we may wonder, why was Allah so prescriptive in Islam? Prescriptive meaning that why are there so many guidelines? Eating, dressing, everything. There's how do you greet someone, there's like how do you start the meeting, how do you end the meeting. There's like so many guidelines for us to follow, and so many rules to follow. Sometimes you feel like there's so many rules to follow within Islam. And then the ulama will always remind us that all of Allah's guidance, all of it, it is there for what something we call maslahah. And maslahah means it is there for the good of all of us. It's not there simply to like test us and make us do like random tasks to prove that we are believers. All of them are actually in our best interest. Every guidance from Allah Ta'ala is in our best interest, and as we move away from that, we will actually suffer the requisite harms. So everything from Allah Ta'ala or from the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is only in the interest of you and I. It makes our lives actually better. So this is one of those hadith which I think is for me one of the important hadith in terms of how do you navigate life, where the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, Al-mu'minu al-qawiyyu khayrun. So if you're also thinking about nahu, you should realize there that al-mu'minu is the mubtada and al-qawiyyu is the sifa. Al-mu'minu means the believer, al-qawiyyu means the strong, so al-mu'minu al-qawiyyu means the strong, and khayrun is the khabar. Al-mu'minu al-qawiyyu, the strong believer is khayrun. Is better. Wa ahabbu ila Allahi, and he or she is ahab, is more beloved to Allah, min al-mu'mini ad-da'ifi, min al-mu'mini, than the believer, al-da'ifi, the weak believer. Wa fi kullin khair, and in kullin, in both of them there is goodness. So in a sense, this is an aspirational statement, where the Prophet ﷺ is telling us, and all his words are divinely inspired, that the strong believer, strong in what? Strong in faith, strong in resolve, strong in certainty, the believer who has strength, is better and more beloved to Allah Ta'ala than the believer who doesn't have the strength of faith, who doesn't have the strength of resolve, who doesn't have that same strength. وَفِي كُلٍّ خَيْرٍ, but in both there is goodness. And in both there is goodness, and sometimes we're not categorically strong or weak. Sometimes we have moments of strength and we have moments of weakness. This is part of the human condition. But in all of it there is goodness. So this is an aspirational statement in the sense that we should strive to be strong believers. We should not strive for mediocrity. We should not strive for the lowest common denominator. We should strive to become strong believers, because then we become more beloved to Allah Ta'ala. We should strive to become strong in our faith, not only in Ramadan but also after Ramadan. We should become strong in our resilience and our ability, especially now we have testing times. We should try to be strong in these times. We should be strong in our minds, strong in our hearts. This is the aspirational statement. So beautiful statement in all aspects. But the hadith continues. And the hadith gives 3 pieces of advice in this section here, where the Prophet ﷺ says, ihris, and ihris is an amr. Ihris means to be desirous. You must want. Ala, upon ma yanfa'uk. You must be desirous of those things which will draw you and bring you benefit in your life, which will help you to improve your life. So the advice of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not desire things which are going to distract you or entertain you or make you pass the time. You must desire those things which are going to benefit you, because you have to have motivation before you walk the path. So any path of personal development, the first things you have to have motivation, you must have a drive a drive to do it. So the Prophet ﷺ is have that drive to do that which benefits you in your life. If it benefits you in your life to pray, then pray. Have a desire to pray. If it benefits you to eat healthy, then have a desire to be healthy and to eat healthily. This is the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. So the first thing he says is ihris ala ma yanfa'uk. The second thing is wasta'in billah. Wasta'in, from the word aun, and also an amr, difficult amr, but wasta'in, and seek help billah, and seek help from Allah. Meaning what? You want to walk the path to improving yourself. You want to walk your path to strength of faith, strength of person. The first thing you do is you desire those things which are going to bring you that strength. But number two is wasta'in billah. You place your help and your trust and your seeking with Allah, because He is the one that's able to bring that change in our lives. And the third part is وَلَا تَعْجِزْ. وَلَا تَعْجِزْ. And do not become ajiz. Ajiz means do not become incapacitated. Do not become unable to walk this path. So in these three things, there are really beautiful advice. Number one, use the means Allah has created for you to improve yourself. Use the means for your family, for your career, for your wealth, for your health, for your faith. Use all of those means, and the goal is to benefit yourself and to improve yourself. But as you are doing this, seek help from Allah Ta'ala, because He, Allah, is in control of all things, and nothing will come to pass except through His power. So as you are using the means to improve yourself, turn to the one that is the creator of all the means and the creator of all the results, which is Allah Ta'ala. And number three, as you are walking this path, sometimes the path becomes difficult, sometimes the path becomes hard, sometimes the path is steep. وَلَا تَعْجِزْ. And do not give up. Do not say, I can't. A Muslim has a can-do attitude. I can. I can, why? Because I have Allah with me in my life. وَلَا تَعْجِزْ. Beautiful. Beautiful hadith. And then the hadith continues. And really, subhanallah, this is really one of the powerful tools of our deen. وَإِنْ أَصَابَكَ شَيْءٌ. And if asabaka, if strikes you shay'un, if something strikes you, something calamity happens in your life, you have a loss of life, a loss of wealth, a loss of health, a loss of faith, a loss of anything in your life, فَلَا تَقُلْ. You married the wrong person, you made a bad business deal, you had an accident, something happened, something bad happened. In asabaka shay'un, if something happened to you, فَلَا تَقُلْ. Then do not say, لو أني فعلت كان كذا وكذا. If low means if, hypothetically, if only أني, that I فعلت, I did, كان كذا وكذا, if only I did this or this. Don't ever look back on life with regrets. This is the message from the Prophet ﷺ. Same hadith. Don't look back on life with regrets, thinking, if only I did this, my life would be different. If only I did that, my life would be different. The Prophet ﷺ's hadith, nasiha, advice to us is, don't even say it. Don't even verbalize if only. Don't even let the words appear on your tongue, if only. Don't even say it. What must you say? وَلَكِنْ قُلْ. Say, قَدَّرَ اللَّهُ, not قَدَّرُوا, قَدَّرَ اللَّهُ. Allah has decreed. وَمَا شَاءَ, and whatever He wills, فَعَلَ, He does. So you say, قَدَّرَ اللَّهُ وَمَا شَاءَ فَعَلَ. Don't say if only, say this is the decree of Allah Ta'ala. Whatever happened in the past is the decree of Allah Ta'ala. I was decreed to make those choices. I was decreed to go through whatever I was supposed to go through. وَمَا شَاءَ فَعَلَ. And then whatever Allah wills will happen. This is the attitude of the believer. We leave the past in the hands of Allah Ta'ala. Don't go back, and don't go back in the past. And the Prophet ﷺ says, فَإِنَّ لَوْ, for verily low, for verily this word if only, low, this word low, if only, تَفْتَحُ, this kalima low, تَفْتَحُ, it opens amal shaitan. It opens the workings of shaitan. Meaning what? That shaitan will come to a person, and shaitan will continuously take a person back to the past and let that person regret the past and reminisce about the past and say, if only, if only, if only. And you have some people sometimes for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, they're still speaking about if only of 20 years ago. If only I did this and I would have been this. If only I didn't do this, I wouldn't have done that. If only, and they live in the past. This is the actions of shaitan, because it robs you from your present and it disempowers you. So really a beautiful hadith about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I mean, if we apply this, it can change your life. Now I want to do something about this hadith. Let's read this hadith in reverse. Let's read the hadith in reverse. At the end of the hadith it tells you what? Don't ever say low if only, because that will open the doors and the workings of shaitan. So the end of the hadith tells you, whatever happens in the past, get out of it. It's over, it's finished, khalas. No matter how many if onlys, whatever mistakes you made in your life, doesn't matter. It's finished. No amount of if only is going to change it. So the end of the hadith says, get your mind and your life out of the past. And just say, قَدَّرَ اللَّهُ وَمَا شَاءَ فَعَلْ, and just say that is the decree of Allah Ta'ala, khalas, finished. Then the second part of the hadith here says, now that I'm out of the past, I'm out of this previous trauma, previous burden, previous life, I'm in the present. What am I going to do in the present? I'm going to do 3 things. What are those 3 things? Ihris ala ma yanfa'uk. I'm going to do those things which are going to make my life better. I'm going to seize control of my life, and I'm going to do those things which are going to make my life better. Which things? Anything that's going to improve your life. Whether it's your faith or your health or your wealth or your mental wellness or your relationships. Whatever it is, I'm going to do those things which are going to make my life better. And number 2, while I'm doing that, I'm going to wasta'in billah. I'm going to turn to Allah Ta'ala for His help, because He is able to change my life. And number 3, wala ta'jiz. I am not going to give up. Beautiful. This is the believer. This is the mindset of the believer. The mindset of the believer is continuously positive, continuously forward looking. And let's go to the beginning of the hadith. If someone does that, what happens? That they become this aspirational statement of al-Muslimu al-Qawiyyu or al-Mu'minu al-Qawiyyu, the strong person of faith, the strong believer. If they move themselves out of the past, if they move themselves out of the past, they live in the present, they do those things which benefit them, and they turn to Allah for help, and they don't give up on this journey of improving themselves, they become the strong believer, and they become khayrun wa ahabbu ila Allah. They become better and they become more beloved to Allah Ta'ala than someone who is weak. And what does it mean to be weak in the context of the hadith? It is someone who does not desire to improve themselves, that does not take the means to improve themselves, that does not turn their reliance on Allah and believe Allah can change them, that gives up easily, that is continuously stuck in the past and the if onlys and that past stories. That's going to be the weak believer. So this hadith is a formula. It's a beautiful piece of advice about how someone can change their life. And this is universal life from universal wisdom and guidance from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he is a rahmah to al-alameen. He is a rahmah to all of the worlds. So it's actually our duty to convey his message to all of the worlds. And these are his beautiful words, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So make dua that Allah will make us of the strong believers, inshaAllah ta'ala. Despite our weaknesses, we all are وَخُلِقَ الْإِنسَانُ ضَعِيفٌ. Man is created weak. Despite our own weaknesses, Allah will elevate us to become strong believers. And Allah will give us the means and the drive and the motivation to try to want to improve ourselves. That Allah may grant us for us to turn to Allah continuously, seeking His help. Allah may give us the strength to keep striving, not to give up. And may Allah Ta'ala make us not live in past regrets and past traumas. May Allah make us live in the present. Allahu Ameen. Especially in these difficult times, especially the mothers and fathers, you must have strength. You must have strength, inshaAllah ta'ala. You must have strength to know that life has changed dramatically and life will keep changing. You have to keep doing those things which are going to sort out your life. Keep trying something different. Maybe you lost your job. Try something different. Go sell something, go do something, make a job. This is life. There's no guarantees in life. We have to be proactive in life. And as you're trying to find your way in this world and trying to improve yourself and your family, turn to Allah Ta'ala and don't give up. And don't live in the past. I had this job and I had this position and now it's gone. And don't live in the past. You are there as a tower and a lighthouse for yourself and for your family as well. Be that positive lighthouse and say, we're going to get through things, inshaAllah ta'ala. We'll make some changes, we're going to improve our lives, inshaAllah ta'ala. So especially in these times of crisis, have the strength. Have this drive, inshaAllah. May Allah bless you and your families. May Allah open the doors of all goodness, of all the khair, and all the barakah and all the blessings in you and your family's life, inshaAllah ta'ala. And may Allah protect all you and your families. And if you're going through any difficulty, know that when you have sabr and you try to deal with it and try to get through it and you turn to Allah ta'ala, Allah never overlooks any difficulty you go through. And the reward for any difficulty is immense in the eyes of Allah ta'ala for the believer who has sabr and has fortitude and strength. So may Allah grant us all to have that sabr, inshaAllah ta'ala. We will see you on next Sunday, inshaAllah ta'ala. And soon we will release a new program, inshaAllah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We'll continue with the second years upwards in a few minutes, inshaAllah.
في الأخبار عن المصطفى المختار أن أفضل الأذكار لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله هي شفاء الصدور هي نور على نور ذكر ربك الغفور لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة في الأخبار عن المصطفى المختار أن أفضل الأذكار لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله هي شفاء الصدور هي نور على نور ذكر ربك الغفور لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد
Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear Mizan students, Alhamdulillah, I pray that you all had a beautiful Eid and a blessed Mubarak Eid, inshallah ta'ala. And welcome back to classes, inshallah ta'ala. Hope you all well, bi'idhnillah. So we're going to start our sarf first, and then we'll do some nahu, and then we'll end with hadith, inshallah. Also, our Mizan Quran online program is kind of winding down this week, and then inshallah we'll launch a new program. I'm just giving some thought to the format, but we'll launch a new program soon, inshallah, for your Quran study to continue. So you can take a bit of a slower week this week, and then we'll continue with your Quran study soon, inshallah ta'ala. So let's just first open some of that Mazid fi tables. I'm trying to find one quickly. And then we can just practice some Mazid fi, and then we'll go through some of the homework, inshallah. Okay, so Bismillah. Let's go for the second verb, fa'ala. And the Mazid fi is going to require constant practice. So that's how it is. Bismillah, fa'ala. Fa'ala yufa'ilu sorry, wait a minute. Fa'ala yufa'ilu taf'ilan mufa'ilun mufa'alun. Fa'il la tufa'il. Nazzala نزل ينزل تنزيلا منزل منزل نزل لا تنزل كذب كذب يكذب تكذيبا مكذب مكذب كذب لا تكذب سبح سبح يسبح تسبيحا مسبح مسبح سبح لا تسبح علم علم يعلم تعليما معلم معلم علم لا تعلم قتل قتل يقتل تقتيلا مقتل مقتل قتل لا تقتل. Now we go on to the third verb. Bismillah, فاعل فاعل يفاعل فعالا مفاعل مفاعل فاعل لا تفاعل جاهد جاهد يجاهد جهادا مجاهد مجاهد جاهد لا تجاهد قاتل قاتل يقاتل قتالا مقاتل مقاتل قاتل لا تقاتل حافظ حافظ يحافظ حفاظا محافظ محافظ حافظ لا تحافظ. I'll be saying it with me inshallah. هاجر هاجر يهاجر هجارا مهاجر مهاجر هاجر لا تهاجر نافق نافق ينافق نفاقا منافق منافق نافق لا تنافق. Now we go to the fourth verb, the most common verb, أفعل. Bismillah. أفعل يفعل إفعالا مفعل مفعل أفعل لا تفعل أنزل أنزل ينزل إنزالا منزل منزل أنزل لا تنزل. Next one. أرسل أرسل يرسل إرسالا مرسل مرسل أرسل لا ترسل. أسلم أسلم يسلم إسلاما مسلم مسلم أسلم لا تسلم. أحسن أحسن يحسن إحسانا محسن محسن أحسن لا تحسن. أنفق أنفق ينفق إنفاقا منفق منفق أنفق لا تنفق. أشرك أشرك يشرك إشراكا مشرك مشرك أشرك لا تشرك. And then we come to the new verb, the one you have to practice for homework. تفعل on the fifth verb. تفعل يتفعل تفعلا متفعل متفعل تفعل لا تتفعل. Again. تفعل يتفعل تفعلا متفعل متفعل تفعل لا تتفعل. تفكر تفكر يتفكر تفكرا متفكر متفكر تفكر لا تتفكر. تذكر تذكر يتذكر تذكرا متذكر متذكر تذكر لا تتذكر. توكل توكل يتوكل توكلا متوكل متوكل توكل لا تتوكل. تعلم تعلم يتعلم تعلما متعلم متعلم تعلم لا تتعلم. تربص تربص يتربص تربصا متربص متربص تربص لا تتربص. تبين تبين يتبين تبينا متبين متبين تبين لا تتبين. Again, if you practice that regularly, it will become smooth, inshallah ta'ala. If you can't memorize it, at least say it like this regularly. You have the skills, say it regularly, make it smooth. The reason why is that when you come across a word in the Quran, you must be able to mentally plot where that word is. Mentally plot what of the what bab that word is. Okay. So now we're going to go through the mazid fi from the Quran. I want to go through the answers together. So mazid fi from the Quran answers. We'll go through that together, and we're on scale number 5. Okay. This was homework, right? Can you just give me a confirmation that this was homework? So I know that I'm on the right track here. I didn't say ask like whether you did your homework. I just asking whether it was your homework. Whether you did it is a whole different story. But inshallah, I'll have husnul dhan always that inshallah you all did your homework. Inshallah. Bismillah. And again, these are important, especially from the Quran, because number one, obviously you're doing Arabic to study you're doing Arabic to learn the Arabic of the Quran, and the ones that in the Quranic exercises are the one that occurs the most frequently. So even though you might do a whole table, the ones in the Quran are the ones that occur the most frequently. So Bismillah, number one, نُفَصِّلُ الْآيَاتِ لِقَوْمٍ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. So nufassilu, hopefully you realize that nufassilu is also on the mazid fi. Nufassilu is the what of the what bab? Fassala yufassilu, it's actually the second bab. Fassala yufassilu, nufassilu means we detail or we explain clearly. Fassala actually means to separate something. So here means that nufassilu, we Allah Ta'ala, we separate, we explain al-ayat, the signs and the verses, liqawmin, to a people, yatafakkarun. So all of these babs are going to be bab number V, and V for the fifth bab. So these are all fifth bab. The what of the fifth bab is yatafakkarun. It's going to be so all of these here are all going to be fifth bab. So let me just put it in one time quickly. There we go. Okay. So yatafakkaruna is going to be the tafakkara, yatafakkaru, it's going to be the fi'l mudari'. But now remember, when you go tafakkara, yatafakkaru, you must sometimes go down as well. Yatafakkaru, yatafakkaruna. So it's going to be let's go here. We explain the verses for a people who yatafakkaruna means they are thinking, for people who think. But literally means they are thinking. Okay. So yatafakkaruna is the fi'l mudari of the fifth bab. It means that they are thinking. For people who think, they are thinking. Next one. أَفَلَا تَتَفَكَّرُونَ. Afala is 3 words. Fa means so, and is a question, and la means not. So do not tatafakkarun. What are the what bab? Tafakkara yatafakkaru. Again, it's the what are the fifth bab? It's going to be the fi'lul mudari' of the fifth bab. Let's go through together. Tafakkara yatafakkaru. If we go down, yatafakkaru, يتفكرون تتفكروا يتفكرن. Do we go to the you? تتفكروا تتفكرون. So تتفكرون means you are thinking. You 3 plus males mixed group, you are thinking. So do you not, this is, so are you not thinking? I'll keep it as literal as possible there with translation, even though it sounds a bit awkward. So are you not thinking? Or do you not think is fine as well. Can someone give me the answer for number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Bismillah. Give me the, if you do the homework, you can give me the answers in the meantime. So you can put your answers in the meantime for your homework. Bismillah. وَيُبَيِّنُ آيَاتِهِ لِلنَّاسِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَذَكَّرُونَ. Hopefully you realize يُبَيِّنُ is also on the mazid fi, but not on the fifth verb. بَيَّنَ يُبَيِّنُ. بَيَّنَ يُبَيِّنُ is on the second verb. It's on the second verb. وَيُبَيِّنُ means to be clear, to clarify. وَيُبَيِّنُ, and He, Allah Ta'ala, He clarifies آيَاتِهِ, His verses, لِلنَّاسِ, to people, لَعَلَّهُمْ, in order that they يَتَذَكَّرُونَ. The what of the fifth verb? So give me the answers to the whole translation of the whole section, and then the what of the what verb. Again, تذكر. Let's say the whole one right across. تذكر يتذكر تذكرا متذكر متذكر. تذكر لا تتذكر. So تذكر يتذكر, he is remembering. يتذكرون, they are remembering. So again it's going to be a فعل مضارع. و, and يبين, he, Allah, clarifies his verses or signs to people so that they remember, so they may remember. Number 4. Keep the answers coming, inshallah. Keep the answers coming. وَعَلَى رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. وَعَلَى رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. يَتَوَكَّلُونَ is on the fifth verb. What is the fifth verb? تَوَكَّلَ يَتَوَكَّلُ. Go down one. يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. It's the fi'l mudari of the fifth verb and means that they are placing their trust. وَعَلَى رَبِّهِمْ, and upon their Lord they place their trust. Next one. عليه توكلت. Same fifth verb. توكلوا يتوكلوا يتوكلون يتوكلوا sorry. توكل يتوكلوا. توكل, let's go down. توكل without the duals now. توكل توكلوا. توكلت توكلنا. توكلت توكلتم. توكلتي توكلتن. توكلت. That's for I. عليه, upon him, I have placed my trust. The fi'l maldi of the fifth verb. Upon him I have placed my trust. And just for the subtlety here, you can see normally, not normally, but the standard way is you first put the verb, like يَتَوَكَّلُونَ عَلَى رَبِّهِمْ. They place their trust upon their Lord. Or you can say توكلت عليه. I place my trust upon him. So the alayhi, the ala part is like the object, and the verb part is coming second. So normally you put the verb subject first, tawakkaltu yatawakkaluna, and then you put the object second, ala rabbihim alayhi second. You with me? But here it's been swapped around. Why? Because alayhi, upon him and him alone, Allah, tawakkaltu, I have placed my trust. So the object that you're placing your trust is brought before the subject for exclusivity. Good. Next one. وَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى الْحَيِّ الَّذِي لَا يَمُوتُ. وَتَوَكَّل. What bab is that? It's the fifth bab, yes. Let's go across inshallah. توكل يتوكل توكلا متوكل متوكل توكل. It is the amr, al-fi'lul amr. It is the amr of the fifth bab. وتوكل, Allah saying, and you place your trust upon the al-hayy, the ever living that does not die. Next one. Inna Allah yuhibbul mutawakkilin. Verily Allah loves mutawakkilin. Tawakkala yatawakkalu tawakkulan mutawakkilun. So mutawakkilun is the ismul fa'il, is the one who places their trust. But there's not one, this is the plural. Those many who place their trust. Verily Allah loves those who place their trust. In brackets here, obviously in Him. Okay. So you can see all the tawakkalas there. That's why it's important to know what the babs mean. Next one, number 8. وَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مَا يَضُرُّهُمْ وَلَا يَنْفَعُهُمْ. تعلم means to learn, to cause knowledge to oneself. To cause knowledge to oneself. وَيَتَعَلَّمَ يَتَعَلَّمُ. It's the what of the what bab? يَتَعَلَّمُونَ. It's the what of the what bab? يتعلمون is the what of the what bab? It is the, again, the fi'lul mudari. تعلم يتعلم يتعلمون. They are learning. And يتعلمون. They are learning. What are they learning? ما, that which. يضرهم. يضرهم means that which harms them. And لا, does not. ينفعهم, benefit them. Okay. Next one. Number 9. فَتَرَبَّصُوا إِنِّي مَعَكُمْ مُتَرَبِّصُونَ. There's two actually on the fifth bab there. تَرَبَّصَ. Let's go across. تَرَبَّصَ means to wait. تَرَبَّصَ يَتَرَبَّصُ تَرَبُّسًا مُتَرَبِّصٌ مُتَرَبَّصٌ. تَرَبَّص لا تَتَرَبَّص. فتربصوا is the what of the fifth bab? It's the what? It's the amr. Don't get confused now. It is the amr, because the amr is تربص يتربص تربصا متربص متربص. تربص means you one male wait, and you many wait. تربصوا, all of you wait. فتربصوا, so all of you, so just say so wait. So wait. Inni, inna, verily we, ma'akum, with you, are mutarabbisuna. Mutarabbisuna literally means we are waiters. I know it's a funny thing to say. Obviously in the translation Quran they say we are waiting. But I just want to bring to highlight the fact that mutarabbisuna is actually an ism. It's ismul fa'il. Mutarabbis is the one who waits. We are waiters as well. We are we are the ones who are waiting. We are, let's say, we are those who wait. And why also ismul fa'il? The ismul fa'il has more permanence. So Allah is telling the people, wait. We are the ones who can outwait you. It has more permanence. Next one. Tarabbus arba'ati أشهر. تربص يتربص. Um, is this verse? Let me check this verse quickly. I have my phone with me. Oh, sorry. This is the my mind was going blank for a second there. The what of the fifth bab is tarabbus. The what of the fifth bab is tarabbus. Tarabbasa yatarabbasu tarabbusun. Tarabbusan, it is the master. It is the master. Al-master. This is the master. Discuss again. Tarabbasa yatarabbasu tarabbusan. This is tarabbusu. So the master is the name of the verb. So tarabbasa means he waited. What's tarabbus? ing, waiting. So let's look carefully. Look carefully here. Tarabbus is a master. So it's ism. So normally an ism will end with the tanween. Tarabbusun or tarabbusan or tarabbusin. But yet as a light and it's followed by jar. So this is actually a mudaf and ilay. So this is going to be the waiting of 4 months. The waiting of 4 months. Next one. من بعد ما تبين لهم الحق. من بعد ما means from after ما that which تبين. تبين means what? تبين is the الفعل الماضي. الفعل الماضي of the fifth bab. من بعد ما from after تبين has become clear to them the truth. This one here, number 12, is for WhatsApp. What do I say for WhatsApp? إن جاءكم فاسق بنبأ فتبينوا. In, if جاءكم, if comes to you, فاسق, a sinner comes to you, بنبأ, with news, فتبينوا, then clarify it, then make it clear. In other words, seek to find clarity around it. Don't just say forward as received. Seek to find clarity around it. In. So let's go to so this is the what. Tabayyanu is the what of the fifth bab. Is the what of the fifth bab. Let's go across. تبين يتبين تبينا متبين متبين تبين, it's the amr. تبين, you see clarity. Many people تبينوا, all of you see clarity. It is the amr of the fifth bab. So it's going to be if comes to you a sinner with news, then clarify it, or investigate, is fine as well. Next one. يتفجر منه الأنهار. تفجر يتفجر, it's the فعل المضارع. It's the فعل المضارع, and يتفجر means to gush forth. Gush forth. The rivers, and al-anhar is the ismu, is the fa'il. So the rivers gush forth from it. Okay. Let's look up the word fajr quickly. I just want to check something. It's good to look up a few words as well. So the word fajara means when something actually is cleaved or broken open or broken up. Broken up, basically, like when you split something is fajara. And fajra also here means to live in sin. Fajra also means to live in sin. So remember, is that on the fifth bab, it is something, an action which is done to itself. So yatafajjaru here means that the river itself has split open and opened up and gushed forth. So it's an action which is done to itself, and therefore also we call the time fajr in the morning is because fajr is when the sky breaks open and light kind of explodes from it. So it's all from the same meaning of tafajjara, from fajra. Okay, 5 more inshallah. ربنا تقبل منا. ربنا تقبل. تقبل يتقبل. تقبلا متقبل متقبل. تقبل لا تتقبل is the what? The what of the verb. You make this all the time. ربنا تقبل منا. It's the what of the fifth verb. ربنا تقبل منا means what? It is the amr of the fifth verb. ربنا. Oh. Oh, ربنا. Oh, our Lord. Oh, our Lord is ربنا. تقبل, accept from us. And at adab we say that's an al-amr lid-du'a. It is the command form of the word, but it's for the sake of du'a, of asking and pleading to Allah Ta'ala. Next one. Wallahu yuhibbul mutahhirin. Okay, there's an interesting one here. Just think about it. Tatahhara yatatahharu. Okay, so now I'll wake you on now. But this is from the tahara. It's from the fifth verb. So it comes from tatahara. Make sure I write out for you so it's easy for you to see it. It comes from oh, what's happening here? Tatahara. Tafa'ala tatahara yatatahharu. Yatatahharu. Tatahharun. 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 And then mutatah. Mutatahhirun. Okay. So basically, if you look at this here, Wallahu yuhibbul mutatahhirin, the actual scale is tatahhara yatatahharu tatahhuran mutatahhirun. So look at this word here, mutatahhirun, and look at this word here, mutatahhirina. What's different about it? What's different about it? So first of all, what's the meaning of it? Tatahara means to cause tahara, cleanliness to yourself. To cause cleanliness to yourself. So tatahara means he cleansed, he is purified, he cleansed himself. Yatataharu, he is cleansing himself. Tatahuran, cleansing himself. Mutatahhirun is the one who purifies or cleanses themselves. As you can see here in the original scale, it's mutatahhirun. Say it out loud. Mutatahhirun. In this one here, it's muttahhirun or muttahhirina. So the difference here is that this ta actually gets assimilated, it gets pushed into the ta. So this ta here gets joined with the ta, and therefore you can see that ta there has a shadda. Why does it have a shadda? Because in that ta there is a ta also. Even though I don't say it, originally in that ta there is a ta also. So therefore you can see that this one here gets removed and it gets pushed into the ta, and then it becomes a shadda there. It becomes like muttahhirun. So therefore there's two shaddas, because the ta has been assimilated in the ta, because it's easy to say muttahhirun instead of saying mutatahhirun. Muttahhirun is easier. So muttahhirina is the plural of that. And Allah loves those who purify themselves. Okay, so take this away again. أفلا يتدبرون القرآن. أفلا يتدبر تدبر يتدبر. Dubur is someone's behind. So yatadabbara is to seek to go behind. So أفلا يتدبرون القرآن, do not seek to go behind. Behind means do not seek to go beyond the apparent meanings of the Quran and go into the depths of the Quran. أفلا. So do you not let's say ponder is fine, but ponder is like a light word, but it actually means to seek to ponder deeply, to try to go beyond the apparent meanings of the Quran. Do not ponder the Quran, or let's say upon the Quran rather. Next one. So Imran, so ta and ta is two different letters, yes. So basically what happens is we cancel the ta and we just make a shadda on the ta, and the ta disappears, but the shadda represents the original ta, even though we don't say it anymore. So often happening in Arabic. Now, next one. وَالْمُتَصَدِّقِينَ وَالْمُتَصَدِّقَاتِ. This is going to be ism, just here, this is ismu fa'il. That's ismu fa'il, that's fi'il mudari, and next one is going to be mutasaddiqina. Mutasaddiqina is going to be tasaddaqa, yatasaddaqu, and sorry, yes, you're right, shukran sister Amina, and do they not ponder the Quran? Okay, next one. والمتصدقين تصدق يتصدق تصدقا. متصدق is the one who gives sadaqah, the one who gives charity, and this is the male and the female. And the givers of charity, this is the male, and okay, this is say differently, and those male givers of charity Now, next last one. يطبع الله على كل قلب متكبر. A lot of nahu going on there. A lot of mudaf ilayhi is going on there. يطبع means to place a seal. To place a seal. Who places a seal? Allah places a seal. على upon كل قلب متكبر. You can see there's light jar. Upon the every of the heart of a mutakabbir. What's a mutakabbir? Takabbara means to make yourself big. So takabbara, yatakabbaru, takabburan, mutakabbirun is the one who makes himself big. The one who tries to magnify himself. So yatba'u means Allah places a seal upon kulli qalbi, upon the heart of every let's say proud person is fine. Proud person. Mutakabbirin. Okay, so those are all your answers for your fifth bab. I'm just going to save it as well, so you have it on your drive. From the Quran, so there's going to be scale 5 answers. Okay, I'm not going to give you a new scale. I'm going to leave it at that for this week, inshallah ta'ala. Next week we'll do scale number 6. In the meantime, you must just practice these. It's just 4 scales so far. Scale 2, 3, 4 and 5. Just practice the scales regularly. Make sure you know them well, and make sure that you've finished all the Arabic to the Quran exercises, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, for Nahu, I'm going to have a very just a 5-minute Nahu lesson, and I'll tell you why now. Wait a second, your textbook. Did we mark? I think we marked this work. Let me just think quickly. I think we marked most of this work. Can someone just remind me if we marked all of this work on page number 10? I can't remember if we marked all of them or not. Do we mark number 10? I can't remember. Exercise 1.4 types of khabar. How far do we get to the marking? Must mark page 9 and 10. So in terms of, did we start any of these numbers yet? I'm sure we did some of these, or none of these. وقودها الناس والحجارة. Those of you who didn't do your homework, you'll know if you marked it, if you wrote in the answers for half of them, perhaps. Okay, we'll mark the homework, Sister Amina. Amina says. Okay, so we haven't marked any of these yet. So let's just mark let's just mark, how many do I have here? Let's just mark 1 to 7 now, and then we'll do other marking for next time. So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Again, here we have the different types of khabar for Nahu. So we're Nahu now. Sarf is fine. Sarf we mark number 5. You're gonna memorize those 5 skills. For Nahu in the last lesson, which was like 2 weeks ago, we did the different types of khabar. So I'm going to actually just highlight the khabar here so it's easy for you to see. وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَ. Waqud means fuel. Waquduha means its fuel, the fuel of Jahannam. So the question you ask is, what is the fuel of Jahannam? The fuel of Jahannam is going to be An-nasu. An-nasu. So this is an unusual one. Why? Because in this one here, the khabar is, yes, the khabar is one word, An-nasu. Hijara is just linked to An-nasu with a wa. But the khabar here is going to be a one word khabar. What's unusual about this is that the khabar here is definite. You normally say the khabar is indefinite, but in this case the khabar here is definite. So it's a one word khabar and it is an-nasu. Its fuel is people and stones. Okay, so it's a one word khabar. Waqud wa nas wal hijar. So again, your exercise here is to translate the following, but also identify what type of khabar it is. Wa huwa bi kulli shay'in alim. Wa huwa, and he. So what is the khabar about him, Allah? Out of the other words there, what is the khabar? Is the khabar bi kulli shay'in or is the khabar alimun? What is the khabar? For number 2. So we ask yourself, wa huwa and he. What about him? The khabar is going to be the alimun. Can you see the bikulli shayn is just giving you, even though it's jar and majrur, it's giving you more information about alimun. In other words, we could take out this kulli shay'in and it could still be a sentence. We could still say wa huwa alimun. That's perfectly fine. We can say wa huwa alimun and he is all knowledgeable without the bikulli shay'in. So the bikulli shay'in is just giving you more information or is connected to alimun. In other words, you could even move this to the end and say wa huwa alimun bikulli shay, and he is all knowledgeable about all things. So the khabar here is alimun. It's a one word khabar. And he, Allah, is, put the comma here, about all things knowledgeable. Okay. Next one. Tilka ayatul kitabil mubin. Where's the khabar for the number 3? Okay, give me the translation for number 3 and tell me where the khabar is. Remember, the khabar is going to be the thing after is or are. Because mubtada khabar is something, is something. This is one of the most difficult concepts in Nahu. I mean, simple to understand, but difficult to apply. So what's the translation for number 3 and where is the khabar? تلك آيات الكتاب المبين. Okay, good. So translation are tilka, those are the verses of the clear book. Now where's the khabar? Remember, the khabar comes after the is or the are. And remember, we said that if the khabar is in raf'un, it's a one word khabar. If the khabar is in raf'un, it's a one word khabar. So if you look at the translation, those, these are those we can leave for now inshallah, but just I'll put those for هذا, this, ذلك, that. So this here, ayatul kitab, this is where the khabar starts. And obviously this is all linked to the khabar, but I'm saying this is where the khabar starts, is ayat. Because tilka means these, not these, those. Tilka means those. What about those? Those are the verses of the clear book. So the are will come in between before ayat. So ayat here is going to be the khabar. Obviously al-kitab is mudafun ilayh and al-mubin is sifa. So there's going to be a one word khabar. Next one. Nahnu usbatun. Nahnu, we, and wa nahnu, and we are. What are we? Usba. What's usba? We are a strong group. Strong group. Where's the khabar? The khabar is usbatun. Next one. Number 5. Wallahu alimun bima ya'lamun. Wallahu, and Allah is alimun. And Allah is all knowledgeable, bima ya'lamun, about that which they are doing. So your translation number 5, and Allah is all knowledgeable, bima ya'lamun, about that which they, keep the answers coming inshallah, they are doing. So where's the khabar here? The khabar here is going to be what? The khabar is going to be alimun. Giving news about Allah, He is alimun, He is all knowledgeable. Bima ya'lamun is just giving you more connection to alimun, about what's knowledgeable about that which they are doing. Next one. وَأَنْتُمْ عَنْهُ غَافِلُونَ. وَأَنْتُمْ. Where's the khabar for that one and what's the translation? For number 6 and 7, tell me where the khabar is and tell me what the translation is. وَأَنْتُمْ عَنْهُ غَافِلُونَ. وَأَنْتُمْ, and antum, and all of you, and all of you. Anhu, about him or it, I'm not sure what the context is. Ghafilun, him or it, I'm not sure. Ghafilun means to be unaware. So where's the khabar for that one? Where's the khabar for that one? So let's just find the surah quickly. Surah number 12, verse number 13. Oh, it's him. The him is referring to Nabi Yusuf alayhi salam. And all of you about him and are unaware. So ghafiluna is the khabar. Okay, so listen carefully. What I want to, why I highlighted this here is, can you see that all of these ones highlighted here from the top to the bottom? An-nasu, alimun, ayatu, usbatun, alimun, ghafiluna. These are all the ones we learnt last year. Meaning what? This is a khabar which is raf'un, which is one word. Yes, there may be a mudaf ilayh or a sifa or something else next to it, but there's a one word khabar. There's a one word there in raf'un, and therefore it's a one word khabar. Compare this to the last one here, number 7. نحن نقص عليك أحسن القصص. نحن نقص عليك أحسن القصص. نحن here is the mubtada. What is the news about we? What is the khabar about we? We. نقص, we narrate upon you the best of stories. So where is the khabar here? Where is the khabar of this one here? The khabar for this one is going to be this whole part here. نَقُصُّ عَلَيْكَ أَحْسَنَ الْقَصَص. So this here, نَقُصُّ is a verb. قَصَّ يَقُصُّ is a verb. It means to tell a story, to narrate. عَلَيْكَ is just أحسن is a مفعول به, and this is مضاف إليه. But the point I want to make is that this here, this khabar is not a one word in raf khabar. This is a jumlatul fi'liya khabar. It's a jumlatul fi'liya khabar. So the khabar can't just be the best of stories. Because if you say nahnu is the focus of the sentence, give me news about the focus of the sentence. The focus of the sentence, the news not that we are the best of stories. The focus is that the news is that we narrate the best of stories. You with me? That is the news about we. We, Allah Ta'ala, what about us? Naqussu, we narrate upon you the best of stories. Okay. Homework, inshallah. Homework for this is that if you haven't finished this one, you are going to finish this one for homework, inshallah ta'ala. And then also, I haven't finished this, but I'll just read it to you anyway, and then I'll send it to you after the class, inshallah. So let me just go back here. If you go to the next exercise, the next exercise speaks about 1.4. It speaks about the mubtada, and it speaks about the non-declinable mabni mubtada. The non-declinable mabniyun mubtada. What does this mean? This means, it says here, the mubtada can also be mabniyun, non-declinable. Meaning what? It is the same in raf'un, the same in nasb, the same in jar. A non-declinable ism which ending vowels are fixed and cannot change, therefore their state of raf will be implied. What do I mean by mabni words? For example, a damir, huwa. Let's do all the damirs you know quickly. Huwa, hum, hiya, hunna, anta, antum, anti, antunna, ana, nahnu. Again, give me all the damirs. Huwa, hum, hiya, hunna, anta, antum, anti, antunna, ana, nahnu. That's going to be all the damirs. They always stay the same in raf'un, nasbun, jarrun. Let's do ismul ishara. Hadha, this. Hadha, hadihi, dhalika, tilka, haula'i, ulaika. Again, hadha, hadihi, dhalika, tilka, haula'i, ulaika. Hadha is always hadha, raf'un hadha, nasbun hadha, jarrun hadha. Dhalika, raf'un, dhalika, nasbun, dhalika, jarrun. Next one, ism mawsul, alladhi, allati, alladhina, allati, allai. Again, alladhi, allati, alladhi, allati, alladhina, allati, allai. All of these words are always going to be mabniyun. They are always going to be fixed. So if I go back to the exercise we did just now, can you see that some of these words here, وَهُوَ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٍ. Can you see وَهُوَ is the mubtada, but we can't see the raf'un because the word is fixed. It's a damiru is fixed. For example, tilka. Can you see tilka? Tilka ayatul kitab. Those. Hada, this. Hadi, this. Dhalika, that. So, tilka, that or those. Those. Can you see tilka here is a fixed word. It's mabni. So this exercise here is just telling you that there are words in Arabic that are mabniyun, and those mabniyun words are often going to be the mubtada. So what I'm going to do is I already put all the verses down. I must just populate this, inshallah. So I'm going to do this now after class, and then I'm going to send you 1.4. I'm going to send you 1.4, and this is going to be for homework. So 1.3, you're going to finish your old homework, and 1.4 is going to be for homework, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. Any questions? Are you all good? And also the website is working again, so it should be up again. Okay, so that should be a homework for Nahu, inshallah ta'ala. Now, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We're going to start with Hadith. And what we'll do is we'll first do the new Hadith, and then we'll memorize, inshallah ta'ala. So, we reach Hadith number 12. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Al-Hadith al-Thani. Al-Hadith al-Thani. So, Thani Ashara. Al-Hadith al-Thani Ashara means the 12th Hadith. An Abdullah ibn Burayrata al-Aslami an Abihi radiallahu anhu. So, from the son to the father. And the father was Sahabi. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. So this hadith is quite similar to the last hadith, but there's a slight difference in the hadith. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Man qara al-Qur'ana," whoever reads the Qur'an, whoever reads the Qur'an, wa ta'allamahu. So hopefully you don't ta'allama. So what is the what verb? It is the what is the what verb? It is the maldi of the fifth verb, to cause knowledge to oneself, to learn. So whoever reads the Quran, وَتَعَلَّمَهُ, what you are doing now, mashallah, may Allah bless you, you're part of the hadith. وَتَعَلَّمَهُ, and whoever learns the Quran, وَعَمِلَ بِهِ, and whoever acts according to the Quran. So in the previous hadith that you memorized last week, Man qara al-Qur'ana wa amila bima fihi, whoever reads the Quran and acts according to the Quran, that was the previous hadith. But in this hadith here it says, Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi, whoever reads the Quran and learns the Quran and acts upon the Quran. Ulbisa. Ulbisa, from the word libas. Libas means to be clothed. So ulbisa means will be clothed. Will be clothed. Who will be clothed? And it's a majhul verb. A majhul verb. Who will be clothed? Clothed. Walidahu. And the walidah there is walidani. It's the naibul fa'il. His walidan, his or her parents will be clothed, or will be adorned, will be clothed. Yawm al-Qiyamah, on the day of Qiyamah, on the day of standing, the day of judgment, with tajan, with a taj. A taj is what? A taj is a crown. Min nurin, from light. The person who reads the Quran and learns the Quran and acts upon the Quran, that person's parents will be crowned on the day of Qiyamah with a taj, with a crown, min nurin, from light. Daw'uhu mithlu daw'i shams. Daw'uhu, its light, light of this taj. Mithlu will be like daw'i shams, will be like the light of the sun. So that part's quite similar to the last hadith. This part here is new. وَيُكْسَى وَالِدَيْهِ وَيُكْسَى وَالِدَيْهِ حُلَّتَانِ. And yuksa also means to be clothed, to be covered. will be covered, will be clothed. Who will be clothed? Walidayhi. This person's parents will be clothed with hullatan. A hulla is a set of clothing. A hulla is a set of clothing. It normally refers to a top garment and a bottom garment, a set of clothing. So this is not one hulla, this is two hullas. This person will have two sets of clothing. Wayuksa, and will be clothed. Walidayhi, his parents will be clothed with hullatan, with two sets of clothing. La yaqumu bihima dunya. La yaqumu. Qama yaqumu literally means to stand. Does not stand. Bihima. Hima refers to the two sets of clothing. Does not stand up to it, the two sets of clothing. Who doesn't stand up to it, the two sets of clothing? Ad-dunya. The entire world can't stand to the two sets of clothing, meaning what? You don't find such clothing in the world. You with me? La yaqumu bihima dunya is an expression to saying that you won't find anything up to this set of clothing in the world. فَيَقُولَانِ So you can imagine the parents come on the day of Qiyamah. May Allah bless our parents to be of these parents, inshaAllah ta'ala. The parents come on the day of Qiyamah, and Allah grants them a crown of light that is as bright or brighter than the sun. And then they are given two robes and two garments that are not found in this dunya. They are so magnificent and so beautiful. And فَيَقُولَانِ Then the parents will say, Bima kusina. From yuksa, same word, kusina. Bima, so why kusina? Why have we been clothed and adorned like this? The parents will ask, why have we been clothed and adorned like this? Fayuqalu. Yaqulu means it is said, he said. Yuqalu means it will be said. Majhul. Fayuqalu, then it will be said. بِأَخْذِ وَلَدِكُمَ الْقُرْآنَ. You have been clothed like this. Via akhdi. Akhdi means taking. And akhdi is light followed by jar there, waladi. So it's by the taking of waladikuma, of walad, of the walad, the child of kuma, of the two of you. By the taking of the child of the two of you, the taking of what? Of the Quran. So it's basically by the child of the two of you taking the Quran. Beautiful on the day of Qiyamah. Rawahu al-Hakim. So Hakim is one of the muhaddithun. He has a book called the Mustadrak of Hakim. وقال, and he says, Hakim says, هذا حديث صحيح على شرط مسلم ولم يخرجاه. There's a mistake there. But anyway, this is hadith is sound upon the conditions of Imam Muslim, and Imam Muslim did not, even though Imam Muslim did not narrate the hadith. So Hakim believes the hadith to be sahih, and sometimes there is ikhtilaf on these matters of hadith, which we won't get into. So we want to focus on the wording of the hadith, inshaAllah ta'ala. So beautiful hadith about the child who does three things: reads the Quran, learns the Quran, and acts upon the Quran, that their parents will be crowned and will be adorned with garments and a crown of light on the day of Qiyamah. That is not found in this dunya, and it will be said to them that they have been given this reward because their child has taken the Quran. So again, our dua and our niyyah is that we should take the Quran for our parents, and we should raise children who will take the Quran for us. So inshallah, as we raise our children and they read the Quran and they memorize the Quran and they learn the Quran and they live it, that we are also going to be in this category, inshallah ta'ala, and honored on the day of Qiyamah, inshallah ta'ala. This is a brief explanation of the hadith. So now again, I urge you to join me. I haven't memorized the hadith yet, so we're going to memorize it together. We're going to memorize this hadith together. Quickly, it'll take a few minutes. Again, memorization is this practice, and I know we're all rusty with memorization, But there's a simple method. We'll read in 3 times, out 3 times, and we go through it a few times until it becomes firm, and then we repeat it regularly, and then it will become firm, inshallah ta'ala. So, Bismillah. And it's going to be a bit confusing because it's slightly different from the previous one, but you'll get used to it, inshallah. So, Bismillah 3 times. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu. Bismillah 3 times. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu. Again. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu. Last time. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu. Now from memory. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu. Again. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu. Again. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu. So now you basically memorize that part. What's that part? Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu. Next part. Wa amila bihi. Wa amila bihi. 3 times from the text. Wa amila bihi. See the words. Wa amila bihi. Hear the words. Wa amila bihi. And think about the meaning. Wa amila bihi. And picture it, visualize it. Wa amila bihi. From memory. Wa amila bihi. Wa amila bihi. Wa amila bihi. Let's read this first part together from the text. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi. Again. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi. Last time. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi. From memory. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi. Again. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi. Last time from memory. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi. Next part. Ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamati. Ulbisa from the text. Ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamati. Again. Ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamati. Think about the meaning. Ulbisa will be dressed, will be crowned, will be adorned. Walidahu, his parents, yawmal qiyamah, on the day of qiyamah. From the text, ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamah. From memory, ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamah. Again, ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamah. Again from memory, ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamah. Last time, ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamah. Now read the whole first section 3 times from the text. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamah. Again. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamah. Last time. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamah. From memory. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamah. Again from memory. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamah. Last time. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamah. Next part. Tajan min nurin. Tajan min nurin. Tajan min nurin. From the text. Tajan min nurin. From memory. Tajan min nurin. From memory. Tajan min nurin. Again. Tajan min nurin. Let's go from ulbisa. Ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamati tajan min nurin. Again. Ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamati tajan min nurin. Again. Ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamati tajan min nurin. From memory. Ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamati tajan min nurin. Again. Ulbisa walidahu yawmal qiyamati tajan min nurin. From the beginning. Man qara al-Qur'an. From the text. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا من نور. From the text. Don't give up. لا تعجز. Don't give up. من قرأ القرآن وتعلمه وعمل به ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا من نور. From memory. من قرأ القرآن وتعلمه وعمل به ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا من نور. In the previous hadith, the taj came before يوم القيامة. Next one. ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس. From the text. ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس. Again. ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس. From memory. ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس. Again. ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس. Last time. ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس. From the beginning. من قرأ القرآن وتعلمه وعمل به ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا من نور ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس. Again. ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس. From the text. من قرأ القرآن وتعلمه وعمل به ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا من نور ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس. From memory. من قرأ القرآن وتعلمه وعمل به ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا من نور ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس. Last time. من قرأ القرآن وتعلمه وعمل به ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا من نور ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس. Okay, next part. ويكسى والديه حلتان. From the text. ويكسى. يكسى means to be dressed, to be clothed. ويكسى والديه حلتان. Again. ويكسى والديه حلتان. Again. ويكسى والديه حلتان. From the text. ويكسى. Remember, يكسى means to be dressed. والديه means his two parents. حلتان means two sets of clothing. ويكسى والديه حلتان. Again. ويكسى والديه حلتان. Last time. ويكسى والديه حلتان. From memory. ويكسى والديه حلتان. Again. ويكسى والديه حلتان. Let's say from the beginning of the hadith, from memory. من قرأ القرآن وتعلمه وعمل به ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا من نور ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس ويكسى والديه حلتان. The last part. ويكسى from memory. ويكسى والديه حلتان. Again. ويكسى والديه حلتان. You can do it. Next part. لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. From memory. لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. From memory. لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. Last time. لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. ويكسى from the text. ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. Last time. ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. From memory. ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. ويكسى بهما والديه ويكسى والديه ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. Again. ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. From memory, from the beginning. من قرأ القرآن وتعلمه وعمل به ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا من نور ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا. Next part. فيقولون بما كسينا. فيقولان بما كسينا. فيقولان بما كسينا. فيقولان بما كسينا. Look at the text inshallah. فيقولان, then the two of them will say بما كسينا. Why have we been dressed like this? فيقولان بما كسينا فيقولان بما كسينا. And again also you're learning vocab as you memorize in the hadith from memory. فيقولان بما كسينا فيقولان بما كسينا فيقولان بما كسينا. From the beginning from memory. من قرأ القرآن وتعلمه وعمل به ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا من نور ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا فيقولان بما كسينا فيقولان بما كسينا فيقولان بما كسينا فيقال. Next one. فيقال 3 times. فيقال 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 from memory. فيقال فيقال فيقال. Next one. بأخذ ولدكما القرآن بأخذ. Look at the word carefully. بأخذ ولدكما القرآن بأخذ ولدكما القرآن. Again. بأخذ ولدكما القرآن. Think of the meaning. بأخذ with the taking of your child the Quran. بأخذ ولدكما القرآن بأخذ ولدكما القرآن from memory. فيقال بأخذ ولدكما القرآن from memory. فيقال بأخذ ولدكما القرآن. Again. فيقال بأخذ ولدكما القرآن. Again. فيقال بأخذ ولدكما القرآن. Okay. Let's read the whole one from the text and we try it from memory inshallah. We'll try it slowly from memory inshallah. From the text. Man, even if you can't memorize it, even if you can read the hadith smoothly, even that is barakah in there. Man qara al-Qur'ana wa ta'allamahu wa amila bihi ulbisa walidahu yawma al-qiyamati tajan min nurin ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا فيقولان بما كسينا فيقال بأخذ ولدكما القرآن. Let's try from memory inshallah. من قرأ القرآن وتعلمه وعمل به ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا من نور ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا فيقولون بما كسينا فيقال بأخذ ولدكما القرآن. Okay, not an easy hadith. It's a tough hadith, but that's part of the challenge inshallah, is that we have to memorize these hadith. These are the words of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so we have to push ourselves to memorize them, and even if you get afterwards it's fine inshallah. It's not like Quran, you can't forget them. You can forget them, it's fine, but you remind yourself and they become familiar to us. And besides memorization, they also become a part of our being, a part of our conscious, a part of our understanding, inshallah ta'ala. What we'll do now is we'll read from hadith number 1, 1 from the text, 1 from memory. And this is the most important part, this is back lessons, because with this we'll make it part of our permanent memory, inshallah ta'ala. You'll remember this hadith for the next 20, 30, 40 years if you keep doing this every week, reminding yourself, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so those of you who know, you know, and those of you still trying to memorize, keep pushing yourself, inshallah. Once from the text, once from memory, each hadith. Hadith number, al-hadith al-awwal. خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلم. From memory. خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلم. الحديث الثاني, second hadith. من قرأ حرفا من كتاب الله فله به حسنة والحسنة بعشر أمثالها لا أقول ألف لام ميم حرف ولكن ألف حرف ولام حرف وميم حرف. From memory. من قرأ حرفا من كتاب الله فله به حسنة والحسنة بعشر أمثالها لا أقول ألف لام ميم حرف ولكن ألف حرف ولام حرف وميم حرف. Hadith number 3 from the text. إن الله يرفع بهذا الكتاب أقواما ويضع به آخرين. From memory. إن الله يرفع بهذا الكتاب أقواما ويضع به آخرين. Number 4 from the text. من شغله القرآن وذكري عن مسألتي أعطيته أفضل ما أعطي السائلين وفضل كلام الله على سائر الكلام كفضل الله على خلقه. From memory. من شغله القرآن وذكري عن مسألتي أعطيته أفضل ما أعطي السائلين وفضل كلام الله على سائر الكلام كفضل الله على خلقه. Next one from memory from the text. مثل المؤمن الذي يقرأ القرآن كمثل الأترجة ريحها طيب وطعمها طيب ومثل المؤمن الذي لا يقرأ القرآن كمثل التمرة لا ريح لها وطعمها حلو ومثل المنافق الذي يقرأ القرآن مثل الريحانة ريحها طيب وطعمها مر ومثل المنافق الذي لا يقرأ القرآن كمثل الحنظلة ليس لها ريح وطعمها مر. Difficult one from memory إن شاء الله. مثل المؤمن الذي يقرأ القرآن كمثل الأترجة ريحها طيب وطعمها طيب ومثل المؤمن الذي لا يقرأ القرآن كمثل التمرة لا ريح لها وطعمها حلو ومثل المنافق الذي يقرأ القرآن كمثل we'll confuse this one. Yeah, I think it's ريحانة ريحها طيب وطعمها مر ومثل المنافق الذي لا يقرأ القرآن كمثل الحنظلة ليس لها ريح وطعمها مر. نعم وكما قال الصلاة والسلام. Next one from text. ومثل جليس الصالح كمثل صاحب المسك إن لم يصبك منه شيء أصابك من ريحه ومثل جليس السوء كمثل صاحب الكير إن لم يصبك من سواده أصابك من دخانه. From memory. ومثل جليس الصالح كمثل صاحب المسك إن لم يصبك منه شيء أصابك من ريحه ومثل جليس السوء ومثل جليس السوء كمثل صاحب الكير إن لم يصبك من ريحه أصابك من دخانه. إن لم يصبك من سواده أصابك من دخانه. So it happens if you didn't practice for 2 weeks, the person forgets. That's why you have to keep practicing to make it permanent memory, inshallah ta'ala. Next one from the text. الماهر بالقرآن مع سفرة الكرام البررة والذي يقرأ القرآن ويتتعتع فيه وهو عليه شاق فله أجران. From memory. الماهر بالقرآن مع سفرة الكرام البررة والذي يقرأ القرآن ويتتعتع فيه وهو عليه شاق فله أجران. Next one from the text inshallah. القرآن شافع مشفع وماحل مصدق من جعله أمامه قاده إلى الجنة ومن جعله خلف ظهره ساقه إلى النار. From memory. القرآن شافع مشفع وماحل مصدق من جعله أمامه قاده إلى الجنة ومن جعله خلف ظهره ساقه إلى النار. Next one from text inshallah. اقرأوا القرآن فإنه يأتي يوم القيامة شفيعا لأصحابه. From memory. اقرأوا القرآن فإنه يأتي يوم القيامة شفيعا لأصحابه. And now this one here inshallah, number 11. من قرأ القرآن وعمل بما فيه ألبس والداه تاجا يوم القيامة. You must remember that this riwayah Taj comes before يوم القيامة. In the next riwayah, يوم القيامة comes before تاج. من قرأ القرآن وعمل بما فيه ألبس والداه تاجا يوم القيامة ضوءه أحسن من ضوء الشمس في بيوت الدنيا لو كانت فيكم فما ظنكم بالذي عمل بهذا. From memory. من قرأ القرآن وعمل بما فيه ألبس والداه تاجا يوم القيامة ضوءه أحسن من ضوء الشمس لو كان في بيوت من قرأ القرآن وعمل بما فيه ألبس والداه تاجا يوم القيامة ضوءه أحسن من ضوء الشمس في بيوت الدنيا لو كانت فيكم فما ظنكم بالذي عمل بهذا from memory. من قرأ القرآن وعمل بما فيه ألبس والداه تاجا يوم القيامة ضوءه أحسن من ضوء الشمس في بيوت الدنيا لو كانت فيكم فما ظنكم بالذي عمل بهذا. And finally we reach our last hadith, our 12th hadith. And our 12th hadith reads: من قرأ القرآن وتعلمه وعمل به ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا من نور ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا فيقولون بما كسينا فيقال بأخذ ولدكم القرآن. So this is the most fresh or the most difficult. So let's start inshallah. من قرأ القرآن وتعلمه وعمل بما فيه ألبس والداه يوم القيامة تاجا ضوءه مثل ضوء الشمس ويكسى والديه حلتان لا يقوم بهما الدنيا فيقولون بما كسينا فيقال بأخذ ولدكم القرآن. Okay, beautiful, alhamdulillah. What a beautiful hadith, and also hard work to memorize the hadith. MashaAllah, may Allah reward you for those of you who are trying. And sometimes the hard work is also enjoyable. Like it's a beautiful enjoyment to try to memorize, and we forget and we struggle to memorize the hadith. I'm completely sure that Allah looks upon those who try to memorize the hadith with the eye of rahmah and the eye of rida, of pleasure, for trying to memorize the words of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And even if you don't get it perfectly, you get one or two, at least the meaning is settling within you every time you read the hadith over and over. The meaning, so even if you can't memorize it now, just by us reading each hadith and the wording coming to mind of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the meaning itself is settling within us. The meaning itself is settling within us. And this has been the sunnah of this ummah since the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is the narration and the receiving of the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are countless and endless and infinite majalis, sittings or gatherings of hadith, where students and teachers have read hadith together. So alhamdulillah, we are blessed to be in this chain of narration, of transmission, of student to teacher, reciting hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And may Allah, with the nur of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the nur of these words, may Allah ta'ala ease all our affairs. May Allah ta'ala ease the difficulty we are going through. May Allah ta'ala bless you and your families. May Allah make us the people of the Quran, make our children the people of the Quran, make our parents the people of the Quran, that on the day of Qiyamah we may be saved by this Shafi, by this intercessor, this companion of the Quran. Allahu Ameen. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. And we will see all of you inshallah ta'ala next week. Inshallah. Barakallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.